What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Blue Side FC channel. I'm Nia Matt, and I hope you're all doing great. So yeah, it's a big one. It's a big one coming up, and we are going to play Arsenal at Stamford Bridge on Sunday in the afternoon. So yeah, I'm going to be frank with you guys. I'm worried. I'm worried about this game because Arsenal are very, very good. They've been very, very good this season. They've been alternating at the top between with Man City at the top. But for some time, they were at the top for a very long time. Man City took it and they took it over again. And now Man City at the top because they beat Fulham today. So it means Arsenal will also be wanting to go to the top after the game. They want to beat us. Even if they were at the bottom of the league, they would still try and beat us. They would still have that motivation to beat us. So whether Man City won or not, I still feel like they would still come out and give it their best because it's a London derby. It's against one of their biggest rivals. So they're definitely going to put it all on the pitch, like how I expect us also to do, to give it our all and put it all on the pitch. But again, there's another thing too that sometimes kind of worries me because when you go into games like this, you know that the players would be playing with their all, but at the same time, at the back of their heads, with the injuries that's been coming up lately, they'll be thinking that they don't want to do certain things to injure themselves and then not go to the World Cup. So that is a problem. That's an issue. We have a lot of players in our squad that are hoping to go to the World Cup. Their countries qualified, so they'll be hoping to be called and go to the World Cup. But I'm just hoping that they still give it their all. It's a London derby. They still have to play on top of their game. So yeah. So this video is going to be a preview of that game. So let's get straight into it. We've not really had the best of luck against Arsenal in recent years, especially when it comes to Stamford Bridge. The last time we went to the Emirates, we beat them, and I think before that they beat us, and so we've not really had that much luck when it comes to playing Arsenal. And I don't know when that mentality switched, because at first we used to have the upper hand when it came to mentality. When we were going to play against Arsenal, I wasn't really this worried whenever we were playing against Arsenal. Yeah, in recent years it hasn't been like that. In recent years they've been on top of their game. I think it started changing from Unai Emery's time to Arteta. I think Arteta is the one who really kind of like changed their formation, their mentality. They're coming to Stamford Bridge as favorites. They're coming to Stamford Bridge with the swagger, with the vim that they are going to beat us. So we are still the pride of London, and we have to make sure they know that London is still blue. And in my opinion, I think there's certain things that if we do well, we'll be able to get a chance at beating them. First and foremost, the formation. I'm hoping that we go with the 5 at the back, sometimes 3, because it's 3 on paper, but when we are defending, it's 5 at the back. So I'm hoping that we go with 5 at the back, make the defense very, very strong. With 5 at the back, we can't really play 3 in the midfield. We have to play 2 in the midfield. We can still go with a 5-3-2 formation, but I don't see it happening. I think it will be a 5-2-2-1 or 5-2-1-2 formation. I'm just hoping that we go with the 3 at the back, because right now I don't really see us playing with anything else, because we don't have that luxury to be playing 4 at the back. Fofana is out injured, so it makes our choices very limited. So at the back we play, and we are very, very strong because they have very, very good players going forward. So Gabriel Jesus has been very, very good. He has scored 5 goals in the league so far. Saka has also been very good. He has the most assists for them this season, I think. Martinelli, very good. Odegaard, very good. Like, they have very, very good players, and they don't really have that many injuries. I don't think they even have any injuries at all. I think some of the players that they have that were injured they are returning back to the team. Most of their players are fit, so we are the ones who have a disadvantage there, because we have a lot of players out. Recently, Chilwell put out a tweet saying that he's not going to be making it for the World Cup after the recent scans, so he's going to be out for a long time, and he knows that he's not going to go to the World Cup, which is unfortunate. I wish him speedy recovery. But he also said that he'll work hard to get back to playing for Chelsea as soon as possible. So probably that hints us at the fact that the hamstring injury isn't really too serious. It's serious enough for him to miss the World Cup, but it's not too serious for him to miss a longer period in the season. Probably after the World Cup, some weeks after the World Cup, he would resume playing for Chelsea. So I'm hoping that happens. So James too is also out. We have players, Kante also out, and that also worries me as well, because they have a very, very good defensive midfielder in Partey, who can score wonderful goals. As a Ghanaian, I know how good Partey is and how dangerous Partey is, especially when you're playing against him. He doesn't give similar input for Ghana as he does for Arsenal, but he still does very, very well when he plays for Ghana, and he does extremely well when he plays for Arsenal. This season he has scored certain goals from long range, fantastic. Like he used to score those goals when he was at Atletico Madrid, and he has scored a couple for the Ghana national team as well. So seeing him score that for Arsenal isn't really a surprise, but they've been very, very good, and he's been very, very good in the defense. And for me, if he's playing, we also have to have somebody there who is also strong to be able to balance him out. So for me, like, I would prefer we put Zakaria in there, but I'll get to the lineup soon. Then I'm hoping that we also control the game very, very early. I don't want us to let Arsenal enjoy their game at Stamford Bridge at all. I want us to frustrate them. I want us to maintain possession. I want us to control the game at the start. They take the pace of the game. That's one thing that we have to do. I think one of the mistakes that we did at Brighton was that we allowed them to take the pace, especially in the first half, in the opening minutes. We allowed them to take the pace, and then we were chasing the game. And I want us to do that to Arsenal. I want them to be chasing the game and not us chasing the game instead. And if we concede early, it might be a problem. So we have to really control the pace of the game, control the ball, hold possession as much as we can, and not give the ball away. So our passing has to be very, very good. Our passing has to be very, very on point, because if we give the ball away, their counter is fantastic. The way they pass is very, very good. Like, usually I don't watch a lot of Arsenal games. I don't watch a lot of games outside Chelsea, but anytime I see their highlights of their goals that they've scored and stuff like that, you can see that most of the times it comes from very, very good passing. Their passing in between the box is fantastic. Like in between the middle is fantastic. And we often resort to wingers and wing backs. They don't resort to wing backs that much. They also pass through the middle a lot, and they are able to score goals from that. So if we slack, they will definitely beat us on the counter, and it's going to be a problem for us. Another thing too is that we should take our chances. We really need to take our chances. We have to take our chances. So whoever plays in attack, Aubameyang, Sterling together, or Aubameyang alone, whoever it is, or maybe Havertz, you never know. Whoever it is, the person needs to take their chances. Whatever chance that we get, whoever it is that gets their chance, score. Whoever it is, Mount, whoever it is, whatever it's a header, whatever it is, any chance that we get, we need to be able to finish it with conviction. We need to be able to finish it properly, so that we don't regret not taking our chances. Because when Arsenal gets a chance, they're definitely going to score. Again, I've mentioned it. Jesus is in good form. He hasn't scored of late, but he's still in good form. Saka is in good form. Martinelli, Odegaard, they are very good players. Xhaka too can score from free kicks and from long range shots, so we don't really need to allow those things to come in. They have very good defenders too at the back, so we don't really have to give them the chance on the ball at all. They are definitely going to get chances, and that's why I hope that Mendy comes clutch for us. But yes, when we get our chances, take it. Simple as that. Take it as simple as that. And I hope if we do these things, it's not like they're going to listen to me, but this is my opinion, that if we do these things, we might be able to at least get a shot at winning this game. For the formation, I think I'll go with a 5-3-1-2. So let's go to my lineup. Let's talk about the people that I think might play, or I think would be best for what I've said so far. At the back, like I said, three-man defense, 5-man, 3-man defense, however it is you want to see it. But 3 players at the back. It's a no-brainer. Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, Chalobah. Simple as that. Mendy is going to be in goal because Kepa is not going to be available for this game. And then our wing backs, Cucurella, definitely as a left wing back. He's better playing as a left wing back than a left centre back. We saw that against Brighton. So, but on the right, that's where the issue is. We don't know who is going to go with who is going to go with when it comes to right wing back. He might go with Loftus-Cheek, he might go with Sterling, he might go with Pulisic. You never know who he's going to go with. For me personally, I would prefer that he goes with Loftus-Cheek, because we've seen Loftus-Cheek play there before, and he's done very well too in the times that he's played there before. He's no Reece James, obviously, but he's done well there. Aspito has also played very well and in a right wing back position, but I don't think in a game like this where they have very, very pacey players, I think Aspi might be run a lot in this game if he plays. So let's put Loftus-Cheek there to be on the safer side. In the middle, like I said, Partey is very, very strong. Partey is In Ghana, we call him Partey. I'm going to be saying Partey because I know a lot of viewers know him as Partey, but in Ghana, it's usually his name is called Partey. It's pronounced very, very short, Partey. That's the pronunciation, but everybody knows him as Partey, Partey, Partey. So I'm going to be saying Partey. Just a disclaimer. So yeah, so like I said, Partey is very, very strong in the middle. So I'm hoping that we go with Zakaria, because Zakaria did very, very well in the Zagreb game. He was very, very strong in the middle. But again, that was just Zagreb, so we don't have, we don't know if he's able to do it in the big games as well. But he's a DM, and that's very, very important. And we need a DM to be in this game. We need a DM to be in this game. He's a DM. We got him in, and now we don't use him. I don't know why we didn't use him, but against Dynamo Zagreb, he proved himself, and I'm hoping that he starts and does well. Who is going to play next to? I don't know. We might go with either Jorginho or Kovacic, and I think with Jorginho, if he's playing next to a DM Zakaria, he will do very, very well. Kovacic too. We know how Kovacic is, whether he plays with a DM or not, he's also going to do very, very well. But for me, I don't know. For this game, for the sake of getting passes through the middle and finding pockets of space in defense, I might go with Jorginho. I think Kovacic might be the person to start, but for me, I think I'll go with Jorginho on this particular one, because with Kovacic, we also know that he's still recovering from an injury. When he's playing, you can tell that he's not really at full fitness. Jorginho is at full fitness, so I don't want to risk it. Let's go with Jorginho in this game for the passes, for the good passes in between defense. If he's able to get those passes in between defense, because we saw that happen against Dynamo Zagreb. I'm hoping that the same thing happens against Arsenal too as well. And then in attack, I'll go with Mount. Mount sitting in front of the two midfielders. In front of him, I'm going to put Aubameyang and Sterling there, just to add numbers in attack for us, so that they are not isolated. If we put one player up top, I think he'll be isolated, because they have good defenders. Saliba is very good at marking strikers out, so if he's just put there, it's going to be a problem for him. So I'm hoping that Aubameyang plays with Sterling or Havertz. I don't know which formation he's going to go with. For me, I'll prefer if he goes with Sterling up top. So Aubameyang, Sterling up top. So with my predicted score, I'm going to go with 1-0 and a goal scored by Aubameyang, and I'm hoping that he scores, just to put it in their faces, just to rub it in their faces. They got rid of him and he comes back and he scores against them. And he has an issue too to prove to Arteta, because he had an issue with Arteta when he was there. They were not playing him and they were isolating him from the squad. He needs to start. He needs to start because he has a personal issue against Arteta and the personal issue against Arsenal. So that's been my preview for the Chelsea Arsenal game. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. What do you think about my lineup? What do you think about the formation? What do you think about things I've said in this video? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Helps the channel a lot, and I'll give the video to a like too as well. It helps the channel a lot if you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm hoping that the next time we talk, it will be about the win, not the loss. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay safe.